looking live at the Statue of Liberty, but you won't get much closer to it for a while. It's shut down along with the rest of the federal government. Is this all a sign of the Tea Party's re-emerging power? Well, joining me now is Amy Kremer, the chairwoman of the Tea Party Express. Amy Kremer, welcome to you. Are you happy about the shutdown tonight?
No, I'm not happy about it. We didn't advocate for this. We didn't want this. This is Harry Reid's shutdown. He is responsible for this. He's brought us to this point.
Right. So it's entirely the Democrats' fault that a bunch of Republicans,
Piers, hello.
a bunch of Republicans have tried to defund Obamacare.
How many times have we sent legislation to the Senate and Harry Reid just continues to table it? I mean, why not debate it on the floor, have an up or down vote? As a matter of fact, we have Democrats that have come out against Obamacare. I mean, the unions are against it. Even the person that wrote it, Max Baucus, has called it a train wreck. It's like Harry Reid is acting like a spoiled brat, crossing his arms. There's nothing wrong with Obamacare. We're not going to do this. We're not going to discuss it. As if they keep saying it, it's not true. No, it's failing. We need to have this discussion. And if it's so great, what are they afraid of?
Well, Obamacare was, of course, debated vigorously. It passed both chambers. It was signed into law, upheld by the Supreme Court, and, of course, was front and centre in Barack Obama's re-election last year. So, all in all, I would imagine the president has a fairly good claim to say we've been down this road, and what the hell has this got to do with shutting down the government? This legislation was passed not with one Republican vote, and it wasn't even passed through the normal process. They had to use a procedural trick to get it through because they knew they couldn't get it through. Amy,
and
it's
don't
called,
wait,
Amy,
no,
you
and
may
don't
not
tell
like
me,
it. Amy,
don't tell me that the election was about Obamacare, because you know what? Had the American people known all this negative stuff that's coming out now, I think that the results of the last election would have been different, because they had believed the president that they could keep their doctor, their plan. You know, it would decrease premiums $2,500.
Amy, the problem is it's not only law, it's democracy. And if the American people didn't like Obama that much, they could have kicked him out of the last election, but they re-elected him. After which, John Boehner, the Republican speaker, said Obamacare is law. The people have had their say. So what the hell is going on?
After this legislation was shoved down our throats in 2009, 2010, we elected a Republican House. The House controls the purse strings. Your House of Representatives is our most direct form of representation in Washington, D.C., and we control the House. I mean, that's a fact. Yes, he may have been reelected, but the House was also reelected into conservative hands, Republican hands, and we are having this conversation, which we should be having. Harry Reid sat on the bill when the House passed the CR on Saturday night at 12:30 p.m. Harry Reid sat on that bill for almost 38 hours. Had he brought the Senate back into session then, we'd have 38 more hours right now to be dealing with this. But Harry Reid didn't do that. He let everybody take the day off, and so now here we are. Harry Reid wants a shutdown because he believes it's a political victory for the Democrats in 2014. No one's talking about how Harry Reid and the White House was threatening a government shutdown on July 26th if the sequester was not rolled back.
Amy Kremer, thank you very much indeed. Coming next, the bickering and blaming on both sides of the aisle led to the shutdown. How long will it go on for? I'll ask the expert panel after the break.
Field in Texas are shut down. Why? Because the Republicans are on the floor of the House with a phony procedural vote that is not going anywhere, and the government is shut down. Hundreds of thousands